The other day, my son was throwing his stuffed animal against the wall during one of my kids' practices. It was loud and distracting. So I walked over and said, "Hey, that's really loud. I know you want to throw it against the wall. You can throw it up in the air or hold it in your hand." He said okay and ran off. A few minutes later, he went out on the grass and started throwing it there instead. I watched him for a bit and he kept doing it the new way. For most parents, that's where it ends. The problem is fixed and then you move on. And here's the part that most parents miss. I called him over, looked him in the eyes, and said, "I just want you to know that you're doing a really great job not throwing it against the wall." I gave him a hug and a kiss. He smiled and went back to play. Here's why it matters. When we only step in to correct, kids mostly remember what they did wrong, but the brain doesn't do well with "don't do that." It's much easier for the brain to repeat something than to stop something. Kids need to know what to do, not just what not to do. So when you give them another option like throw it in the air or hold it, you're giving their brain something simple it can repeat. And when you go back and point out what they did right, it helps that behavior to stick. Now, it's not just don't throw it against the wall, it becomes this is what works. And I didn't just point it out, I connected with him. Connection is what gives you influence. Kids are way more likely to keep doing something when it feels good and it brings them closer to you. And that small moment, that's something they'll remember.